Now this may actually be my first time using a full 7 catastrophe team in PvP, and mainly because some of the units can be a bit hard to use, and I mean I've been really looking to use this mono for quite some time, ever since she started getting some of these cooler skins, but I don't know man, with how big of a jump power creep has had in the most recent characters and the most recent updates, man, it has been a huge jump trying to show some of these characters, and let's see if we can go ahead and get rid of King in this first turn. But main purpose of today's showcase is to show off the Spooky Party Eastern in the back. I think this is where most people are going to be using her. Although she has a decent kit, she can work in the front, don't get me wrong. I still think her main mode is going to be the Brawl mode, which I think she'll work absolute wonders in pretty much hard countering all of the Suicide, Forge, and Elizabeth teams. She definitely has a spot in the game, which is good, with how many different modes there are, all that kind of stuff. Hey, look at that, we're starting off with a bit of a weird team anyways. But I honestly think with how good she is in said mode, we'll be seeing her around for quite some time. Unfortunately, the CC on this team isn't the greatest. Not only do I have 2 of these units on attack crit sets, that being the Mono and the Shin here, 7 catastrophe characters I don't have a crazy amount of investment in, but quickly running over the Party Eastern, or the Spooky Party Eastern's passive. For every dead enemy in PvP, increases basic stats of human race allies by 7%, and during ally's turn, if a human ally kills an enemy, reduces all enemies' ultimate move gauge by 2 at the end of the turn. Probably not the greatest start for us. I wonder if... How much damage do we reckon we can get on Esterosa? Because we're pretty much forced to attack into him anyways. Usually if I go first, I wouldn't want to go ahead and do so, just because... would we be better going for something like this, maybe? I might try this. I think this might be our best chance at actually killing the Esterosa, but usually if you're going first, you don't necessarily want to attack into the Esterosa team, especially if they're using the Sigurd combination. If you can go ahead, wait out that first turn, let them attack you, it just delays this full Sigurd passive from coming out, which can be an absolute pain to deal with. Once you get this Meliodas with all those attack buffs, he can put out some nice numbers. I mean, he is a fairly old unit, but this Esterosa has completely revived him, and especially finally being able to run him at max cosmetics, completely different character. I still have yet to actually go ahead and run the Demon team with them with the new cosmetics. I have actually gone ahead and used the Ominous Nebula Zeldris, which I was very happy using. He was absolutely crazy. He's a good unit. He's not what everyone was hoping he would be, but I really like the Demon, or the Ominous Nebula Zeldris. Ooh, do we even have a chance anymore? Let's see if we can get rid of you. Why not? We'll go ahead. We'll throw these cards out here. The Red Shin unit I definitely like. Has some really sick animations, and now that I have a UR set for him, may go ahead and use him on a Ludociel team. Once again, it's just hard to see him put out crazy numbers considering we have teams like the Archangel and the Barn Reinhardt team that have such insurmountable stats that it can be hard for even some of the stronger DPSs to manage to go ahead and get through the HP pool. Hell, it took a unit like Esterosa to release with his godly damage once you get that encroach debuff out to be able to kill units like the Festival Dians, so definitely a massive shift up. If Netmob would go ahead and buff some of these older units, you know, you could be seeing constant showcases with some of these older characters, units that people may have invested into a long time, be super strong and viable. It's not like people wouldn't still summon for the new stuff. Everyone loves the new fun toy, but man, it's a shame when 80% of the box is just unusable. And woke up this morning to some pretty exciting news on Twitter. The Japanese version having a 3-day countdown event to, who knows, it's going to be another collab, but whether or not we get, I mean, it is completely up in the air at this point as to what we're going to get from that. Let's see, I wonder if maybe going for something like this, but yeah, new collab doesn't tease as to what it may be. Of course, I'm still really hoping we get a Fate collab. That is right at the top of my things that I want for this game. Probably the thing I want most for this game. If we were to get a Fate collab, meaning that not only would we get 3 or 4 characters, including the SR, which I don't know who that'd be, whether that'd be Rin or someone else, but eventually having 5 whole SSRs in the game from the Fate series, the chances of one of those being Gil, I would be so goddamn excited for, but who knows, maybe we'll get something else. Maybe it might be a Attack on Titan rerun. Only thing that'd be slightly disappointing about the Attack on Titan is, I mean, I haven't watched Attack on Titan myself. I know you guys play it. How hasn't you watched Attack on Titan? Everyone's seen it, but I don't know, man. The characters, there's not a whole lot of variety with the characters. I mean, they're all humans or they're Titan. Maybe this is just me. This is probably a terrible opinion, but why do we have to first the Bond here? This is what I mean. These characters are all pretty decent DPS in their own right. They can't kill the Barn team, right? It's gotten to this turn here. He's either going to completely wipe us out, or he's going to get his ultimate with Barn, which will end up doing the exact same thing a turn later. If he goes for that, that'd be kind of annoying. because at this point we can go ahead and keep up that one there. What does the level 2 for Shin do? Because once again, this is my first time going ahead and actually using the Shin. Not that he's going to be alive past this attack, so we can completely scrap that idea. Man, these units, it's so unfortunate they can't just hold up. The Net Marble is completely shafted. They were really cool when they came out, kind of having their own original characters, but now that we have the Ragnarok side of things, man, honestly, they've done such a great job of Ragnarok. I'm really happy that's in the game, and the Demonic Beast battles are perfect content. And I mean, surely we can get at least one win in today's video. Oh my, do we end up going for Reinhardt right off the bat, or what do we reckon? Got Sariel Grace on him. Yeah, I think that might be the way to go. We'll go 1-2 and attack again. I think the mono is going to be completely useless in this matchup, and when I tried doing my showcase with her, probably about a week ago, I think it was when this costume actually released, I wanted to go ahead and do that, but at that point as well, I feel like there was more Barn teams back then than there is now, which is definitely a good change. I don't know, man. It's good that people can invest in this team and it be viable for so long, but I do also like to see people, you know, experiment with different teams. I know maybe not everyone has the resources to go ahead and build a million characters, all that kind of stuff, but hey, look at that. Reinhardt is pure insanity. Holy. Yeah, Mono is 100% dead. And then these next couple turns, he's probably going to, he is going to max out his passive and his Holy Relic, and that Flood card is going to easily start killing everyone. Let's see, can we go ahead and kill? You just get so much stronger with that Holy Relic having all those debuffs out. But you have Evasion up. You have Holy Relic. Yeah, I think this one's just an instant GG. Maybe if we had gone for Barn turn 1, we could deal enough damage. I mean, that Evasion's even going to stop one of those debuffs coming out. Yeah, she almost has to be ran with Kia, which by no means is Kia a bad unit in any sense, but being forced to have two, like having a unit that has to rely on another one instantly makes him a bad unit. Because I mean, you have characters like Trader Melee who his passive put on any unit instantly makes him god tier, and then not only that, he has some of the best stats, probably the best ultimate in the game, and 2 absolutely insane cards. Even on HP defense, which I showed him using on the Zeldris video, the previous video, he was still putting out crazy damage with his level 1 PS card. He's definitely still the best unit in the game. Oh, I did not mean to press that there. Well, we'll throw out the Lilia ultimate and we'll get on to the final match of the video. It's almost the same thing, but I will 100% take this. Is this the regular SR Sled or is this the Halloween one? I mean, yeah, I was kind of hoping to be the Halloween one. Do we try and get rid of him right off the bat? If we could have gotten another Lilia card, that would have been a perfect way to start things off. However, this giving us the extra card draw, definitely going to be the best way to play this. Perfect. I mean, if you could crit, that could be enough to kill. Yeah, I think we've at least sealed the deal. And it's like, are you for real, Shin? What is this? Do I really need you level 100 to be doing good damage? Oh my, oh my. I mean, that is really nice card draw though. However, I'm kind of feeling like going for a full AoE turn. Depending on how many level 2 cards he gets. Man, she isn't gonna survive this turn. It was a bad idea trying to use mono in today's video. I put the red Tarmiel Grace on her and he's 6/6 just to try and keep her alive, but man, when you have units putting out that much damage there, green units really don't stand a chance in this meta. You can get away with mono green teams, I've definitely seen it done, but it is so much harder to use that rather than something like a mono blue team. Let's see. I just go ahead and go like this, that way we can get, once again, just as much card draw as possible. Slade is still going to live through all these. And if it wasn't for Arthur's Holy Relic, this thing would be so much, because with the amount of damage reduction he gets with that stance up, although it's a very small margin for him to actually go ahead and proc the Holy Relic, it feels like it happens way more often than it should at least, because definitely worth putting that one into. If you want to use the Barn Arthur team, 100% must have part of the team. And this Red SR Slater as well, super fun character. If maybe you don't have some of these other characters built, everyone has Red SR Slater, and that's what the Flood card looks like when he's maxed out his Holy Relic. Holy man, there's such a big difference. But there we go, that just about does it for today's video. Man, we tried our absolute best with this team, and once again, it doesn't have the greatest CC in the world, but I still feel like it's definitely good enough to pass in some of these matches, or at least it should be. Who knows, maybe the 7 Catastrophe team needs some godly artifact set. I don't know, man. The one at the moment's decent, but it could definitely be better, or this team just needs a unit that completely blows it out of proportion, something along the lines of a trade amount. No one would be disappointed with a 7 catastrophe characters being that damn good, but once again, that just about does it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If so, please hit like and subscribe. Really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.